It's Dana again, and I'm back. I showed you a card yesterday whilst I was filming Nina Tanner's beautiful, beautiful cards that she sent in. Absolutely gorgeous cards. And it's this one using the Hold On To Hope stamp set and the die. Beautiful card. I have popped this up on Dimensionals, and this is there. It is soft sky card, which is a half an A4, folded in half and cut in the middle, 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, and folded at 4 1/8. Oh, there was a mouthful. And the designer series paper I'm using is from A Whole Lot of Lovely, it's called. And it fits just there perfectly. You are going to need a couple of pieces of Whisper White, which one I'm going to have to trim down at the moment because I want a nice healthy border all the way around. But I'm going to do my stamping first with the Stamparatus. Everything on there is stamped with using the Stamparatus, even the inside, except for these two lovely corners, because I would have had to turn and I just found it easy to just stick it on a little block and away to go. So just amazing. And the flourish underneath, I've even added a little bit of organza ribbon around the side, and I made these flowers a couple of days ago using the Pansy Punch. Not the Pansy Punch. Oh, what's it called? From the Grateful. Oh, I've got a hair on there, and I'm trying to get it off, and I haven't got no nails on that hand. Oh, I don't know how to get that off. Oh, it's well and truly stuck. Let me find my pokey tool. There we go, that's loosened it. Yay! Don't know where that came, must have been one of mine. It's a black one, it's one of mine. Oh, I'll show you it's the one that comes with, I can't find it now. Oh yeah, Grateful Bunch, and they come as a bundle a couple of years ago. But both sadly are retired. But I just layered up the flowers and added a little gem. And that's what I put on the centre of the cross. I thought it was going to be too big at first, but it's not. It fits perfect. So I do already have one stamped. So, right, I'm using the Stamparatus, which is laid up already, believe it or not. And the other arm is here. And I've lined everything up perfectly. But I'm going to use it this way. Then I'm going to take it out, flip it and use it this way, and same with the other piece of the other lid as well. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And I know you don't need anything under here when you are stamping with red rubber. These magnets are mega strong. So I'm just going to put, I know you don't need anything, but I'm just adding it for depth. So I'm going to place my card right up into the top corner. I had my magnet. So I've got mine resting on one of my blend pens, so it doesn't fall back and it keeps that level so I can ink that up. And I'm using Old Olive. I just love this colour when it comes to a flourish. You could always, if you wanted to, add a bit of colour afterwards on the flowers, but I didn't find it necessary to do that. And I am using my large pad for this one. I can see I've gone around the edge, but it won't, fingers crossed, affect. So I'm just pressing lightly. And with the Stamparatus, it's amazing, because if it's not dark enough, or it's missed little bits, you can just keep inking away and coming over and adding more ink till you get it perfect. See, tiny little bit there. I do have my inking spots for this, but I'm just inking up the top and I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want, oh, that's perfect now. Look at that. How beautiful is that? So I've got my lovely absorber cloth ready to clean my stamps off. just so I don't get ink everywhere. And we can clean up as we go along, which is amazing. Love this cloth. What else am I going to use? Right, while we have got the ink out, no I'm not, I'm going to do that last because I am going to trim this card down a little bit. So I'm going to pop this away for a moment. And and I've got my little Stampin' spots. Aren't they just cute as buttons? So I'm leaving that arm out at the moment. And then I'm coming in with this plate. This is where we have that Hold On to Hope. And I have lined it up perfectly. And I rest this now. Pull my book out. Just so it doesn't go too far back. And I'm using soft suede to stamp the sentiment. And again with this, I have got Velcro on the bottom, but I don't think I'm needing it at the minute, so just press in. And because we are using our Stampin' spots, you just don't get so much mess. I can carry on now going all the way down and then flip, which is what I'm going to do. But you have to stand your board up to take it out. Don't try putting it in like that because these are straight. So when you pop it in there, then it gets held in with the grips there. So again, just ink up. And I'm going to do this for 3 times. Which is brilliant. I love this machine. It's the best thing ever. Take it out, come down 1. And as you can literally stamp something an inch big, because in between these gaps is literally 1.25 inches, I think. Just over 1.25 inches maybe. I'm not sure. See, now if I went to do that again, I'm coming off the edge of my page. I suppose if I'd have, but I'm trimming down, so it to me is perfect. So I'm going to clean my little sentiment. And if you were doing these, say, for a box set, and you wanted to give them away as a gift, perfect piece of kit for this. So I'm coming back up to number 1. Putting away my soft suede for a moment. Love my Stampin' spots, they are brilliant. And I'm coming at Pool Party, this is. And I'm stamping that gorgeous, gorgeous butterfly. And it's quite juicy because it's a Stampin' Up one. And I'm going to stamp this twice because it's juicy. And I want a darker image. That's it. It's so simple. Just look at how beautiful that is. And then I'm going to pull this down. And each time that butterfly is going to land under that sentiment just perfectly. Just perfectly. Now, if you want to stamp this again and cut those little flowers out to lay on top, that would be gorgeous. But very painstaking. And I'm not the best fussy cutter in the world. But look at the difference from stamping it once to stamping it twice. And each time I'm doing this, it's allowing the last one to dry. So again, take it out, move it down. See how quick this card is coming together? Just beautiful. And my butterflies, you could have done one in each cut in a different colour. It's entirely up to you. Up to do. But yeah, I just thought I did promise I'd do a Hinge stamping with the Stamparatus, and look at that, it's just gorgeous. I am loving it. So I'm going to clean off my little butterfly. He's done. I can remove that now because I'm not going to use it again. And I can put things away as I'm going because I've cleaned them as well. So there's my beautiful butterfly. I can now remove this and it's clean. I'm going to pop that back. Beautiful. Now I need to take off my plate, turn it around, push it back in, remove my card. We're going to trim that down in a moment. And then we're going to come back in, push this to the corner. Oh, blimey, these magnets are so strong. And I've still got my pool party out. So I'm just going to ink up my inside sentiment, which I never normally do. And I've got that just where I want it. And I think with the Stampin' spots, you don't get as much mess around the outside of your stamp, because it's a controlled little area, and especially if you're not rocking it back and forth like this, you just basically tap it on that colour. And again, you can stamp this as many times. This would be perfect for the pandas, which are sadly gone. Oh my gosh, well, will be in at the end of May. I just think that is perfect. I don't need it to be any stronger. I think that's just beautiful. Again, you could come back in with the butterfly, place it wherever you want. Let's see. I tell you what we'll do. I'll remove this now. I haven't done it on the inside of the other one, but I'm going to add this flower, and I'm just going to have it right there. It's just a matter of picking it up and then choosing what colour you want. So let's have something nice and bright. What have we got? I think I'm going to use, I want something bright, but I also want something not so dark. So I tell you what, I'm going to use Daffodil Delight. Oh, let me see what, I tell you what, we'll see what I've got in my Stampin' spots, because it's more controlled. These are my Stampin' spots, which I love. Absolutely love. I've got Pink Pirouette, I've got Peekaboo Peach, and I've got Daffodil Delight. Ooh, now I'm taught, and I've got 3 blanks, so I could always fill them. Let's have, go on, let's have a flirty Peekaboo Peach. So this is brand new, I've not opened it yet. There's a perforation line along there. And it's just so it, there we go. Just so I can get into, there we are. Did you see the crack then? And then you can just twist, take that bottom bit of paper off just so it's not overlapping, and you can take it off completely then. And this idea with the Stampin' spots and box was done by the gorgeous Jambi. I haven't done a video on it because it's not my idea, and I'd like to ask Jan for permission first before just going ahead. But there's no need, just watch her video, she's amazing stamper. So again, you come in, press down, and I suppose, oh my word, I am loving that little flower, it's just the cutest. I don't need to ink it again because it's done perfection. But what an amazing tool to have in your craft space, especially if you're doing a challenge. Like a lot of ladies send me card challenges for the cancer research and do sets, and they love it. And this would be perfect for that. You could pop them in, fly them out in no time whatsoever. So there's my gorgeous little flower going back in, nice and clean as well. You do get this mat with your Stamparatus for using with photopolymer. Oh, there's my other stamp. my hold on to hope, which is a beautiful saying. Got a piece of paper on there. And it just keeps everything nice and neat. So I'm going to take off my magnet, which is uber strong. That is for the centre of my card. And just leave, I always leave this down just to give a bit of extra. And this is my plate that stays on, and this you need to take off. Don't try and close them, you'll snap them. And that is the last thing you want when you are using your Stampin' spots. Stamparatus. You have 2 magnets. Please don't clash them together because they will shatter. And I just use the washi tape to give it, just to help me pull it off, because trying to get your fingers under there is a pain. I am now going to put my Stamparatus away, nice and neat, so everything is ready to go again. You get gorgeous, you get these come in bags, which keeps them from getting scratched and dusty, and they also help you to store them. Don't push, fits perfectly. You get this wonderful box. Put my Stampin' spots away. And you do store them upside down, otherwise your ink will fall to the bottom. And my bubble wrap. I love this kit. It is one of the best I've ever used. I've never tried the Tim Holtz one, but I have a Stamp Precision one, and I had a self-made one, but didn't work as well as this did. So I know where my booklet is at all times because it's underneath those mats, and it just stays there. And that's it. You can pop it away. I store mine in my Stampin' Up bag, which is great. When I was cutting down my designer series paper, I had this little piece of strip left over. And I'm just going to attach this to there. And this is what I did on this one. But I wish that I've added that flower now. Just divine. Absolutely gorgeous. So I do have my ATG gun to hand. Anything overhanging, just tuck it back in. And we're just going to, because it's the same width of my card, when I trim that little bit off, just save putting it in the bin, add it to your project. It's lovely. So my card, like I'm saying, is just A4 cut in half, folded and burnished. This is now going on inside. Whoops. And you want a nice little border all the way around on here as well. Perfect. Isn't that gorgeous? The inside even is beautiful. God is love. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. I'm just creasing again, just to be on the safe side. I'm going to add my designer series paper. Get some projects made, ladies. Use up your old designer series paper before June. But if you're like me, I'm not bothered, because I'm not going to get rid of anything. Nothing in my stash is getting retired, and it's all going to be used at some point. I don't see the point in wasting products that we paid for. And we love them so much. So I'm just going to bob that away for a minute. And now, because this is the same as the inside of my card and the same as the designer series paper, I need to cut that down a fair whack. So I am taking, this is 5 5/8. So I'm going to take this side down to 5 3/8. Perfect. And I haven't interrupted with any of this. This is 3 7/8. I'm taking this down to 3 and 5/8, is it? No, 3 3/4 on this side, because I'm going to trim the top as well. And I'm going to turn that round, and now this is coming down to 3 3/8. And then I'm going to go back in, and this I want to be, oh, I've got a croaky voice, can you hear me? Three and 1/8. So now my card measures 3 3/8 by 5 1/8, and that gives me that beautiful border all the way around. Isn't that beautiful? So let's get our ink back out, just for the 2 flourishes in the corner. Like I say, this is the only stamp I've used on a block. Just going to line this up for the corner, and I'm going to turn it round. There we have it. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this stamp set. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Do you know when I first saw it in the catalogue, I thought, oh my gosh, I'll never use that. Then after somebody gifted it to me, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe how generous and how nice they were. I have used it several times and I am loving it. And there it is, all back in my stamp stash. So I'm a devil. I have to clean up as I'm going along. So I'm going to add my dimensionals, but I'm not going to attach it yet. We're going to do some cutting now. So that, oh, it's just beautiful. It's going to go on there on dimensionals. I have my ribbon to go around the cross. I have my piece of silver. And I have a bit of washi tape, because I'm not running it through on the Big Shot and the magnetic plate. I am just running it through on a little Gemini that I have here. Would help if I turned it over. And I do have plenty there. I'm just holding that to keep it from moving. I'm going to add, oops, I'm going to add it to this plate actually. And this is going on the top. Catching this cute little thing, because it's not heavy at all. I'm sorry about the shaking, it will shake while I'm cranking it through. I'm trying not to shake. I'm going to come back because it's in quite an intricate die. How simple is that? There it is. The bits are starting to come out already. Just going to remove that now. And I can pop it back in my stash. And that's my stamp set all back together. My plates can go back with my little Gemini. I can use that scrap for something else. And now it's just a matter of poking quickly. It really cuts well, this machine. To get all these little bits out. I could have used my die brush, but I'd have to get up. But it's so quick. One more piece there. And they're all out now. Isn't that gorgeous? Scooping up my bits. Now at this stage I'm going to fetch in my silicone mat. because there's nothing worse than trying to glue. And I'm going to use my snail. And you're thinking, oh, you're going to be able to see all that inside. No, fabulous. What you do then, you can take your pokey tool and just break and pull your tacky stuff so you can't see it, and add it to the outer bits. Drag it in. Just so you can't see anything when you turn it over, but it's still attached then to the actual card. See that? You will see a few strands, don't worry about that, just pull them down. But how much quicker is that than try and get out your mini, what's it called? Your fine tip glue pen. And then I'm just going to wrap this around. I know I will have to trim it off, but I don't mind that. Fetch this in now, and I can place this as I've stuck behind. Straighten that up. That's perfect now. And I'm using glue dots because you won't see them. And I'm just going to place one right in this corner here of the cross. And I'm going to tuck down the ribbon so it stays on there. Another one on this side. And that'll keep that into place. Not only that, that flower's going on there as well. So I'm going to grab a couple of glue dots. And I'm just going to pop some on the back of the flower when it wants to stay on. One more. Yes, it's there. Open up my ribbon just slightly so it doesn't deter from that, and then I'm just going to place that beautiful flower right there in the centre. Now I can trim my ribbon. Just perfect. Just lovely. Oh my word, it's perfect. Love, 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 love. Now I'll put my glue mat away. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. We're going to add our dimensionals in our rhinestones in a minute. Strip off the backs. I just think it's such a beautiful card, and it would work perfectly for this with the Hinge stamping on the Stamparatus. So roughly keeping the edges the same, top and bottom and the sides before we press. Oh my gosh, I think that is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And you can see a ribbon. You could have tinged any of that little bit of ribbon with a different colour. And come in with some rhinestone. And I'm just going to add one just behind each of these beautiful butterflies. I am in love with this card. It is just so cute. And this is what they call hinge stamping. You could have done it long ways, maybe had your cross down here, but just giving you a few ideas This is the one we just made with the beautiful flower inside. This is the one I made earlier, and that didn't take long at all. But I think that is just beautiful. Keep your ribbon, add any colour ribbon you want. If you want then to go and have a bit more bling, you could add a little rhinestone to each of the corners there, where this beautiful flourish is, and you've still got an odd number of 5. I didn't think it needed it round here because of the trimming down, but what a beautiful, beautiful card. I have fell in love with it. I absolutely adore this stamp set. So I think it's worth a little, well, it's obviously got to have the image on. Not really, because I'm not selling, but the people who I'm donating to will be selling, so they do need to have the Stampin' Up image on. If you ever sell any product of Stampin' Ups, it's got to contain the watermark. If you're gifting or sending it as a gift, a card to that person, then I don't think it needs one. So that's the one I did earlier. This is the one we've just done. I absolutely love it. I do hope you give it a go. And the flower is from the Grateful Bunch Punch. Grateful Bunch Punch. Or make your own flowers. It's entirely up to you, but I absolutely adore this card. So thank you for watching and coming by. I hope you enjoyed the technique I've just shown you, and that you do give it a go. A thumbs up and a share would be amazing. And don't forget to press the subscribe button, which is down here in the bottom corner. That way you won't miss any future videos. If you press the bell straight away, that way you'll be sent notifications. But I do love you all. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye.